My name's Kareem Weaver. And Branson, year of 90, class of 90. I got into Branson, it was kind of a lark. There was a program called A Better Chance, ABC. I'm from Richmond. And they had applications. They take kids from urban areas. They try to get them into these schools that are independent day schools, whatever. There was a lady in my church who made an announcement and said, I've got 2 applications to this program. If there are any people who want their kid to apply, come see me. There were like 50 moms in the lobby. She kept one for her daughter and she gave one to my mother. And I applied, I got in, it tested me, got into Branson, and it really changed my life. Branson, I was a fish out of water at first. And it's a lot different in Richmond. But they told me, listen, if you do well, we can have like a pipeline, and you know, maybe through A Better Chance and through this program, like they started the next year called Making Waves, maybe we can start some type of a pipeline and have more students who are minorities or from the urban areas. So that was interesting, and I kind of took it as a challenge. And from Branson, I went to Morehouse College in Atlanta, Georgia. It's an all-men's school, and that was a good decision. I did this program called Teach for America. They train you for a summer and they throw you in a classroom. So they threw me in East Oakland. I've been there ever since. I absolutely love it. I try to teach my students that you shouldn't waste your time doing something that you don't really want to do. Figure out what you want to do, work towards that goal, and then do it with both fists. How many protons are in the nucleus of that atom? Class, do as I do. Make an atom. Take the nucleus.
Take the nucleus.
And look at the protons.
And look at the protons. Right.
How would you explain this to a 3rd grader? How would you explain to them what this chart means? Like what this stuff is? How would you say it? Monserrat. What things are made of. Okay? Just that simple. What things are made of. What do you mean what things are made of? I don't understand. They'd say. How would you then, what would you then say? So make Legos and have them, and say, here are the names of all the Legos, and then have them build stuff with them. You think they would understand? If you think that would work, give a thumbs up. Okay? All right. Where's your one?
We, the people who understand and believe this for is the spirit of America. We hold these truths to be self-evident.
And what is the truth?
But
what if I don't like the truth?
It's still the truth.
But what if I don't agree with the truth?
It's still the truth.
But what if I need evidence about the truth?
We hold these truths to be self-evident.
And what does self-evident mean?
Self-evident means it's obvious.
So you want to debate it?
No, it's obvious. If you turn off the TV and read and study and practice and choose to be smart, then you can do the same thing. We're born equal, but we don't stay equal. We make choices.
I used to teach a 4 or 5 combination class. I used to get them in 4th grade, and I keep them for 2 years. In 2 years, man, in 2 years, we could help cultivate, develop, and nurture champions. 2 years. That means 2 years of math. I would love to take my students on trips that expose them to different ways of being. You can have all the classes you want to. You can have, intervention specialists. You can have social workers and politicians. You could, until a student is around others, their age, their peers, who have a culture of high expectations, who have a mindset of aggressing. They can't see it. They hear about it, and they understand conceptually, but they don't get it. They just don't get it. So that's why if I can get my students to travel a little bit, I just want them to go to Branson for a day. Go to UC Berkeley for a day. Before 5th grade, from K through 5, I'm dying for sources of inspiration, of examples, where they just see another kid their age busting their tail, with a certain mindset and attitude. That's it. That's all I need to see. If kids are competitive, they'll do the rest. They don't see it. Here it's like It's like the frog in hot water. If it's a gradual thing, he doesn't jump out the water. You know, but if it's a quick jolt and you take him and put him immediately from cold to hot, the frog jumps out right away. That's what I need. I'm trying to shock them, but I got to find some hot water. I have to find a place where they can see the difference, you know? Imagine being in a gold mine and nobody knows it's there. That's what I feel like here. There's gold all around me, but nobody's mining it. They're just sitting there. You know what I mean? But these fields are being mined, those fields are being mined. You know, we've got all resources, manpower, all hands on this field right here. And a lot of these urban schools, man, we have a 53% dropout rate as a district. 53% of our students don't graduate high school. If you just make it to boys, you can blow that number up. If you just isolate take out your whites and your Asians, you just have black and Latino, it gets even larger. Then you come off the hills to the flatlands, and that number is 80, 90%. If you isolate. So I look at my students, and they, you know, if they even think about dropping out, I will put my foot so far up their backside. I mean, but that comes with them understanding why they should stay in school. You can be an engineer or a scientist or a doctor or a lawyer and make $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, no problem. But if you are those things, you're a bad father, a bad wife, mother, or daughter, or son, your children will spit on your grave. My advice for them would be, first, that we should strive to be good people. Good fathers, good husbands, good sons, good brothers, good friends. If you are that, and on top of that, you're a great doctor, you're doing something.